Here's Tony. Obviously, she does not like to be handled. She's brand new. And what happens if you get a hungry retic, even at a baby? You get popped. Now that we got that out of the way, here's Tony.
Yeah. So
with a nice docile animal in his hand.
Craig just got smacked. We have a new adventure, I guess, to say for Eric and Craig and myself. So
come into frame.
Come on into frame there, monster morphs.
So you obviously know that I have retics. Craig kept them for a while we were moving here. They're back here, and Craig has two at his house. So Eric keeps coming up and looking at the retics and looking at the retics, and he's like, man, we ought to get some more retics, but he don't really have a facility to be able to house the big ones. So I tell him, I was like, well, I'm going to get a couple more snakes from my buddy Travis Warren at Warren Reptiles, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, just chit-chatting. So he never pulled the trigger. I hit Travis up and I was like, hey, I want to order 2 snakes, but I'm going to be out of town. It's when we're going to Florida. Can you ship them to Eric? So Eric then has to pick them up at the FedEx place. And in that process of that, Eric decides that he likes getting bit, and now he wants to keep some of the retics that we got from Travis. So anyway, we're going to show you 3 retics that are newly acquired that were supposed to be acquired from me.
Kind of, I guess, a joint venture.
Whatever you want to call it.
A collaboration.
So, just a little background. I've had snakes for a long time, 30 years, and so I've always dealt with retics being imported, nasty. Never really got into the morphs of them. Had other stuff, and then fast forward now, and it's something. I mean, I like the genetics with ball pythons, so it's something similar. Even though when I went into the rabbit hole of retic genetics, they work quite a bit differently than ball python genetics.
Yep.
But it's just a new adventure, and just getting them smaller and trying to work with them and grow them up instead of going right in and buying something. I mean,
instead of getting a 12-footer.
If you have the ball mentality, I go buy a big female and we could be breeding her next year or whatever. But I'd rather raise them and get used to the subtle nuances that come with different snakes. I mean, they seem to be a lot more inquisitive. They move a lot faster. Obviously, they get way bigger. So.
And they chill. They're not always.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Once someone takes it for you.
So,
once someone takes it for the team.
Yeah, Craig took the bite right out of the bag.
She had to get out, and then.
And now she's fine.
She's resting, but she's still squeezing my hand. There's still pressure on it.
But she is some kind of pretty.
So what we're going to talk about is, obviously, we're going to show you these cool new retics that just came in. But we want to talk about the genetics on these things too. So we have the door open, so sorry for the background.
It's just a beautiful day outside.
Beautiful day outside. Getting some fresh air in here with the snakes. But so this girl, this is really the one that I wanted for myself. This is a Lemon Glow, which is like a line of platinum basically, and also Sunfire and Motley. I'll try to unwrap her here. They are definitely not ball pythons, and they're not going to sit still. So they're obviously harder to video and take pictures of. But anyway, back to my genetics. So Lemon Glow, we also have Sunfire and Motley genetically visual here for you. But she is also 100% het for one of the 2. So she's either het, is it purple or just albino?
Het purple.
So she's either het purple or het caramel. So, and you won't know which one of those she's het for until you breed her. Kind of like if you got an animal from a Candino in the ball world, you wouldn't know if it was het candy or if it was het albino until you bred it. So same principle here. Anyway, really cool girl. I'm excited about this. Eric really likes the Mochino stuff, and I have a platinum Mochino girl, adult female, and he really likes that look. So when he got this one in, it's very similar.
Yeah,
to her.
And
so.
definitely if she caramel or purple, it wouldn't matter because you can always play with that. Have a male that's a mocha or a caramel, and then definitely you would make either pure mochas or caramels or whatever they call it, orange glows.
So for the noobs like myself,
I'm
very
new to this.
Is a caramel a form of albino and a purple a form of albino?
Yeah.
Okay, so is a purple like a lavender albino?
No.
Okay,
not in
right.
retics.
Got it. All right.
In retics, there is a lavender albino.
That's a mix between the white and the purple makes lavender.
So like mixing paint, you got a purple and a white. You mix it.
I mean, I got a guy that paints my stuff. I don't worry about that.
But from what I understand, the caramel is an Indonesian line of mocha, and mocha is a separate line, but they are compatible. They make orange glows or something, whatever they call them.
Well, that's awesome. I can't wait to see.
So anyway, that's the background and genetics on this, and we'll show you what's up next. Alright, so much different looking animal. When we really originally started talking about you get one, this is kind of what you were wanting.
So the golden childs, I love them, always love them. But being that it's dwarf genetics, super dwarf genetics, that type of stuff caters more to what I'm looking for. I like the smaller stuff. Like I can't house a 15-foot animal.
Sure you can.
8, 9, 10. Well, currently, if I move into my garage and get that all settled, yeah.
Yeah.
But 8, 9 foot, I can manage that with 4x2 cages, 6x2. But having 8x4 cages and stuff just isn't going to work. But seeing your girl, that's I think almost a little bit older than this one or similar, and how small she is for her age and what it is, I was like, all right, that's manageable.
Yep.
So the golden child was a no-brainer, and I love the look of him, man.
Yeah. So the golden child has always been a heavy hitter in the retic world, and it's kind of a love-hate relationship with these guys because they're such an awesome looking animal. The downside to the golden child is stacking other genes on it. They kind of eat those other genes.
It's almost one of those things like looks great without buying.
A really dominant
it's good with
gene.
some other recessives, but like from what I've seen, when you add like tiger and sunfire, it just kind of changes the color a little bit, but it doesn't really make a completely new snake.
Right. So this one is just golden child. I'm gonna venture out and say this could also be sunfire or motley as well, and I know those were in the pairings when Travis made it, because this does not look like a normal golden child to me.
It does look different compared to the other ones. It did have a little bit different pattern. It's a different colored look overall.
It's more brown.
Yeah.
Golden child is normally a really dark black.
Well, you can still see some of the iridescence in it too as it's flowing through. I'm not sure if the camera's getting it.
That's one of the cool things about the golden child is that iridescent look. So
yeah.
The silver eyes. I love how big silver eyes just stand out.
So the other key ingredient with this girl was being 100% het rented ghost. Eric knew that I had rented ghost, and it was going to be a staple for what I want to do with rented ghost here. And I have to buy a male this year, so he was like, you know what? I'm getting the genetics I want. I'm getting the snake I want. And it's going to be het for something that's really cool and I know you're working with. So he's like, dude, I got to get this girl. So,
and the cool thing, like with retics, and it's not to like downplay it or anything, but like you could get a pretty powerful snake for reasonable money.
Sure.
Like for the same price, you get like a 2-3 gene incomplete dominant with het albino, het genetic stripe, het anthrax or whatever. With retics, you could barely get, and it might be the market or it might be how common it is. Probably has a lot to do with how many eggs they lay and how, with the odds and all that stuff, you have to play with that. But you don't have to spend an arm and a leg for awesome snakes, dude.
Yeah, right. Well, the balls kind of cater to people because you can house a bunch of them.
Yep.
And with retics, it doesn't get that way. So
yeah, I mean, you could get three or four retics and cover a vast array of genetics, and then your pairings are stacked.
I would be happy, honestly, with like maybe a 4 or 5 retic collection.
Yeah.
That's probably where I'm going to sit, like 3 or 4 females, and then a male. Well, obviously for the future, I would need a male. But like for now, I mean, you get golden child, you get lemon glow, sunfire, motley. I mean, you could get platinum stuff, all that stuff for fairly reasonable price. But if you have 3 or 4 females that go over, like, hey, she's an albino het, and then this one's a double het, and then you get a male that might be double visual or triple visual, and you're making awesome hets and visuals, and you don't need to have 50 grand invested in retics to make awesome snakes.
You could bedroom breed these bad boys.
You could,
yeah,
if you got a big enough bedroom.
I mean,
so 2 girls, awesome girls. Both these girls come from Travis. Travis is a good guy. I've had several of his retics.
Great looking snakes.
Yeah, great looking snakes. I don't remember how the conversation come up, but we were talking about males, and we have to buy some males because up until this next snake that we're about to show you, everything that Craig has, everything I have, and everything that Eric now has is all
female.
All female. And well, I'm not gonna lie about it. That was done for a particular reason. But the time has now come to start buying males. So I know for a fact that I have to buy a pod male this year, and I also have to buy a visual renting ghost male, preferably motley in both of them. But that depends on what some people hatch this year. But I have to buy 2 males. But those 2 males are the rented ghost male, obviously, because I have rented ghost het females. This is a rented ghost het female. But I have to buy a pod because I need to breed that to the rented ghost stuff. And because I have a rented ghost genetic stripe. But that's a whole other story. We have a bunch of albino stuff and a bunch of het albino stuff and genetic stripe and het genetic stripe. Both Craig's snakes are either genetic stripe or het genetic stripe, and both of them are het albino. So we needed some sort of albino male that worked with everybody.
Yeah.
So the 3 of us went in together and bought this cool thing
that I haven't even seen yet.
Well, I
haven't either. Okay. I opened the box, made sure he was moving. Yeah. I told I'll tell you who we got it from, but I told him that I was going to do an unboxing video. I'll check the snake, make sure it's good, but we'll see it for first time on video.
Yep. So I haven't seen it. It looks amazing in pictures, but we're fixing to find it all out.
So Eric opened it up to make sure it was alive, just like I do when I pick up snakes.
Heat pack's still warm.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime we ever pick anything up, we always check to make sure it's at least alive.
Plenty of
off the bat.
Plenty of packing material. We'll throw that away. And
it's
DNT retics.
DNT.
It's Dax and Taylor.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, dude, you're being brave. Whoa. Oh, you look like Cheeto. Look at that. You are so pretty. Yep. That is a gorgeous orange.
So this is like what Tony was talking about. We just came to a decision, went in on this guy. It's a male.
He's in shed too.
He looks like he's in shed for sure. Or maybe not, I don't know. But
belly looks pink.
Here we got a Sunfire white albino genetic stripe.
White albino phase was key to me.
I agree.
I like the white more than I do lavender. I don't mind making lavenders, and I like lavender, but I just really prefer the whites and purples.
So this is my first time seeing this thing. All I was told was, Craig, we got a snake, give us money. And I said, okay. So,
I told Craig, I was like, Eric found us a meal. We're all buying it.
It looks like a push pop.
Push pop.
It looks like a damn push pop. Yeah, dude. This thing's cool.
Really cool. So, again, the genetics on this Sunfire and visual genetic stripe, which is recessive in retics as well, and then visual white phase albino. Super happy. Looks dope.
Yeah, real dope.
This guy is going to be a real key factor for Craig snakes. Craig has the most females that this will actually go the best with. He has Phantom Tiger double head albino genetic stripe, and then he has a Velvet Tiger genetic stripe head albino. So this male's perfect for his 2 girls. Obviously, Eric has the first one that we showed off today that this can be paired with, make some really cool stuff. I have a Platinum Mochino that this will pair with and make really cool stuff, as well as I have the Golden Child Purple that belongs to Blair that this will go really good with too. So breed albino to purple, everything is lavender.
That's right. We got Blair in the retic game early.
Yeah.
She gonna be. It's going to her college
for years
fund.
now.
For years.
That's her college fund.
Not even close. But anyway, this male is just like ideal for all three of us. That's gonna look amazing,
dude.
As a 10-foot snake.
So, because we're all new to this, how long does it take for a snake this size, male, to become breeder size?
Honestly, I don't know, but I think males take 2 years.
So is it age-wise and size-wise, or you think it's just age-wise?
I think with the retics, it's more based off of age.
Okay.
I would think because of all the genetics with dwarf, having the locality stuff in there, like you can say maybe he gets 4 years old, but he's only 6 foot. And you're like, well, he's old enough, but he ain't big enough. But in reality, he may only get 6 foot or 8 foot or whatever.
Yeah, and you never really know. I mean, some of these, they're mixing so many different localities and genetics now that even what you think may turn into a 10-foot snake may only actually ever hit 6 foot, or vice versa. You may think you're fixing to buy a super dwarf that's 10 foot, and it may be 20 foot.
Just means I got to start watching more reticulated YouTube channels, which I already do. So
anyway, hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm sure y'all will see more of these as they age, and everybody wish Eric good luck with his new adventure.
More of these. There's gonna be more of these in general, probably.
And there's already some more on order.
That's right. Say bye, Eric.
Bye.
Be out! Thanks for watching Hardwired Exotics, and make sure you subscribe. Bye!